What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and we're live on Knicks Media. Last night, what a frustrating game. I wanted to go live to share my thoughts of last night's game and the overall perception of what's going on with these New York Knicks. Did not make a post-game recap video because I wanted to go live today and kind of break it down because it was a frustrating game last night. We saw an amazing comeback just for them to lose. Right? Well, I think we were all thinking the same thing at the end of the third quarter. We're like, wow, we came back. We tied it up. Let's get this W. And then they imploded in the fourth quarter. Now, we are still without 4 of our starters. I know that I was live yesterday for the preview show, and I said, yeah, let Jaylen Brunson rest. We can still beat the Hawks without Jaylen Brunson. Easy. The reason why I said that with confidence is because we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers without Jaylen Brunson. So why can't we beat the Hawks without Trae Young? Without Jaylen Brunson? Well, the Hawks ended up beating the Knicks, and the Knicks had an historically bad shooting performance at MSG, and Dante DiVincenzo definitely had one of his worst games, and the Knicks as a team just were not able to put the ball in the hoop. I mean, it was really frustrating to watch them. It wasn't even like the Hawks were playing great defense. It was just the balls just were not going in for the New York Knicks, and now we're live to talk about the Knicks must get healthy. I mean, that's not breaking news. I'm not breaking something that you guys don't already know. But boy, oh boy, can we get healthy already? I'm so sick of this. What other team around the NBA is dealing with what we got to deal with right now? 4 of the 5 starters out. We'll break it down. And I'm still here to tell you guys that we should be confident with the overall depth and the perception of these Knicks despite what's going on today, because I still believe when we get healthy, we are going to be a dangerous team in the NBA that nobody wants to deal with. Nobody is going to want to deal with the New York Knicks when Brunson returns with OG and Mitch and Randall, because we are competing. And I mean, listen, we lost last night. I get that, but it's literally our entire bench versus like going up against these starting teams. So like, with Deuce McBride and Josh Hart and Precious Achiuwa and Hartenstein. And I mean, I love these guys and Burks, but like they're all bench players that are starting for us. So we got to keep things in perspective and stay patient and hope that our guys can get healthy. Jaylen Brunson luckily avoided a major scare of an injury. He should be back hopefully on Friday against the Orlando Magic. Reflex in the chat says, let's go Knicks. We will get healthy and bounce back without a doubt. That's the energy we need from Reflex right there. Absolutely love it. Richie equals GOAT. Oh, Lawrence, come on now. I'm not Jaylen Brunson. Thank you, Lawrence. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing well. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. We're live talking about the Knicks must get healthy. Oh, man, I need these New York Knicks to get healthy ASAP, just like you all. And I am curious to get your guys' thoughts in the chat about your overall perception of the New York Knicks when they do get healthy and they do return. Definitely curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I am also going to be live on Bleacher Report at noon. I would love for you guys to come over and support your boy over on Bleacher Report at noon in just literally like 20 minutes or so. So I'll let you guys know the update on when I'm going live and the link and all that stuff. If you guys want to support your boy over on Bleacher Report talking Knicks, I will definitely appreciate you guys big time. Corey says, Richie, I was disappointed, but things happen. I agree. Get healthy. Yeah, man. It's like, how much can we rely on the entire bench unit of this Knicks team to carry them? It's really frustrating that we have to rely on all our bench players to carry us to victory. Like, is there another team in the NBA right now that has to deal with what we're dealing with from an injury standpoint? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't even look around the NBA and think that with a straight face. You simply cannot think that way. It's so frustrating, guys, but I'm still here to tell you guys that we will be okay. And the Knicks, when they get healthy, we're still going to be a dangerous team that nobody is going to want to deal with. I guarantee you that. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to the proud sponsor of Knicks Media, BetUS Sportsbook. If you guys want to receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, you guys know by now you can simply click the link down below in the description to sign up today, up to $2,500. You guys, make sure if you want to put some money, some cash across the NBA, definitely consider signing up for BetUS Sportsbook today by using the code JOIN125 to get a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus a 10% gambler's insurance. Here are the odds for tonight across the NBA. Definitely some interesting games to keep in mind. They also have some future bets, and you can bet on pretty much everything over there on BetUS. It is legal in all 50 states. Big time shout out to BetUS Sportsbook. Let's hear a quick word.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, live betting, and casino. To celebrate 30 years in business, we have the best bonuses in the industry. Get a 125% sign-up bonus and up to 30 risk-free bets. So what are you waiting for? Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor of the channel. Steven says, we will be okay. The Savior will come back and hopefully with reinforcements. There we go. That's the energy. I want some optimism from Knicks Nation because we're a little rut right now. And you look at the Eastern Conference standings, it's definitely not ideal. But the good thing is the 76ers lost last night, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull up the standings right here on the NBA app just to make sure I have it accurately. Because did you guys see that Cavaliers game last night, though? Didn't the Cavs pull off a crazy comeback to beat the Celtics? Yeah, that did not help. Now, the unfortunate news is that the Orlando Magic are hot, and they're on a 4-game winning streak, and the Knicks do not have the tiebreaker against the Magic. And we are tied with them, so now the Magic are the 4th seed. The Knicks dropped to the 5th seed. The Miami Heat have been playing great ball as of late. They're a half game behind the Knicks. The good news is the Knicks have the tiebreaker over the Miami Heat. The 76ers losing was big. So it's really a tight race right now. It's between the Magic, the Knicks, the Heat, and the Sixers, all from the 4 to the 7 seed. And what the Knicks got to do is figure out a way to get to, ideally we want to get to the 3rd seed, but the Cleveland Cavaliers are definitely a really good squad. Luckily, the Knicks were able to get the job done on Sunday night and beat the Cavaliers themselves. But man, oh man, is the Eastern Conference standings heating up, folks. It is heating up. And I really just want to make sure we avoid the play-in tournament no matter what. I would ideally, in a perfect world, like to get to the 3rd seed, if not the 4th seed, so we can get home court in round number 1. But we need to get healthy. That's really what it comes down to, man. That's what it comes down to. Keith in the chat says, the biggest thing I see without Brunson and Randall is that we don't get any points in the paint. We shoot jumpers all game. That is very true. And we also were completely lacking. You talk about the Knicks fighting their way back and tying it up last night. But then in the 4th quarter, you can tell that we missed Jaylen Brunson so much because that is where the offense was not fluid last night. It feels like without Jaylen Brunson, they're just doing pick and rolls, pick and pops, driving kicks. There's no points in the paint. So you bring up a really interesting point, and I feel like the Knicks got to figure out a way to find some continuity on offense, even without Jaylen Brunson out there. I'm not sure how long he's going to be out, but as of right now, he's not healthy. So we got to be able to figure it out. Brunson will be back for Friday versus Magic. Hugh game for the standings. Shout out to John. Yeah, I hope that Jaylen Brunson's back, bro. We need him. Absolutely need him. The Magic have the Knicks number this year. We already don't have the tiebreaker against them, so we have to get that dough. We cannot get swept by the Magic, bro. We can't let that happen. Come on now. Come on. Shout out to everybody tuning in live on YouTube and live on X. Definitely hit that like button if you're just tuning in, or if you're watching it on Twitter, give me a retweet. Shoot me a follow. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Definitely got to give a big shout out to Knicks Nation, man, because we've been through a lot this year. This has been a very, very interesting season for the Knicks, to say the least. With the whole standpoint of the injuries, how are we going to survive? The injuries are opening up new opportunities for other players, such as Dante DiVincenzo, Precious Achiuwa, Deuce McBride, even Josh Hart, Isaiah Harden. We're going out there with our entire bench as our starters, and we're competing and winning, but we all know it's not sustainable, right? It's not sustainable. We need our boys. We need the guys healthy and ready to go. And the good news is they're all expected to return. Okay, they're all expected to return. Why sign Shake if you're not going to at least play him for 10 minutes or something? Yeah, I was expecting to see Shake minutes last night, but not the case. Maybe he's still trying to figure himself out. Richie, I just received that my job is back in business. Thanks for your prayer. Love you, bro. Corey, let's go. Great news, my man. Congratulations, Corey. Congratulations, my friend. Good news, my friend. Good news. Love to hear it from Corey. Great subscriber. Loyal on Knicks Media. Appreciate you, bro. Steven says, I don't know if I'm the one that sees this, but at times the offense is 4v5 because Precious and Ihart don't bring any offensive threat, but set picks and rebounds bad shots. Mitch at least was a threat in the paint. I mean, the difference is Isaiah Hartenstein has some touch to his game. Mitchell Robinson is a dominant force in the paint. That's the difference, right? Hartenstein have those push shots. He was missing some shots early in the game. But yeah, of course we're missing Mitchell Robinson. And I feel like the Knicks right now are relying too much of the perimeter. And when the shots are not falling from downtown, there's no fallback option without Jaylen Brunson, right? When you have Dante DiVincenzo as your number one option because Brunson and everybody else is hurt, and you have Bogdanovich coming off of the bench, those two guys they're supposed to be your role players from the three-point line, right? That's their mold. That's what they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be the primary, players. So that's really what it comes down for me. And it's very, very frustrating that this is happening for the New York Knicks. But I'm here to tell you guys, it's no need to panic. No need to panic just yet. Because if we were losing this way while healthy, I'd be a little bit more concerned. But that's not the case right now, folks. That's not the case. I feel like this Knicks team is going to be A-okay. We just have to avoid the injury bug. Now, I also want to get your guys' thoughts about what to expect when this Knicks team does get fully healthy. Do you have confidence that they're going to get some chemistry together? Let me know in the chat right now. And also, if you did not already, please do me a favor. Simply hit the like button and shoot me a follow on Twitter. Really do appreciate that, guys. Also, I will be live on Bleacher Report at noon. If you're watching this live right now on YouTube, I just put the link in the description, in the live chat, pinned at the top. If you want to support your boy over on Bleacher Report, I'll tweet it out as well so you guys can get the link. Would really, really appreciate it to have some Knicks fans tune into the Bleacher Report live show. We're going to be talking about how the New York Knicks will be scary good when we're 100% healthy and kind of break down the ins and outs of this Knicks roster and what to expect from this Knicks team over on Bleacher Report in 15 minutes. So, guys, go click that link, download the Bleacher Report app, and support your boy over there. Definitely really do appreciate you guys. I'm very fortunate to have the luxury to be featured on Bleacher Report as a Knicks fan. So I'm really excited to talk some Knicks basketball over there. Really do appreciate you all. When the offense is 4v5, that gives the other team an opportunity to double team Brunson, just saying, but that's why Randall and OG is so important. Exactly. We need those guys back ASAP, which is what we're going to be talking about throughout the rest of the show, that it's hard to evaluate the current state of the New York Knicks when we are so banged up. It really is, because we're asking, again, our bench players to play the entire game and win against other teams' starters. It's so, it's like we want to be up there in the Eastern Conference, and that 9-game winning streak really helped out this Knicks team. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. We're 36-26. We're 10 games above 500, but there's so many teams around us that we are so tight-knit and close with in the Eastern Conference standings that we got to be able to bounce back and be able to get over the hump and get the job done. So we shall see what's going to happen for the rest of the season, man. All I'm going to say is we must get healthy and get the job done, and I believe that we will. Let's go. I mean, do you guys think there's a chance to fight for that third seed? The only way is if we start going on a winning streak, because now we're 4.5 games back from the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4.5 games. And we're tied with the Magic, and the Heat, Sixers, and Pacers are right behind us. Definitely frustrating stuff, folks. Definitely frustrating stuff. But what are you going to do? The NBA season is a long season of adversity. It's a long season of figure out your identity and surviving the injury bug. That's the biggest name about this entire season is the injuries, the injuries, the injuries. But I really do believe that the Knicks have proven that despite injuries, we can compete with anybody. But the reality is we can't depend on our bench unit to survive and keep us afloat at the upper echelon of the Eastern Conference if we keep getting injured and not getting healthier. We're getting more injured, not healthier. That's the difference. This is why I love you, John. We got a silver lining from my man. Hart, McBride, Bogey, Ihart, even Precious are now trusted rotation players in the playoffs. 100%. That is the biggest thing about this, is the one good thing about injuries, which they're not any, hard to say it that way because you never want your guys hurt. But what it does do is it gives opportunities to the guys off the bench to see how they can perform in a significant role, in a more increased role. We're seeing Deuce McBride level up his game. We're seeing Josh Hart completely unlock his game. Of course, Dante DiVincenzo, right? He still would have been the starter, but now he's getting an opportunity to have more volume as a shooter. We're seeing Bogdanovich. We're seeing Precious Achiuwa be a dog, right? There's a lot of guys that now we're kind of trusting more when the season goes into April and into the NBA playoffs. 110%. So when we do get 100% healthy, I still have confidence in our New York Knicks that we will be a force to be reckoned with come playoff time. And Knicks fans, we should all have that same exact confidence. I'm telling you guys that right now because John brings up a great point. The silver lining is true. We have to realize that this Knicks team is the fact that we're even staying afloat to this point with all these injuries tells you all you need to know about how deep this Knicks team is. So let's hope that Brunson's back Friday, and then OG comes back in a week or two, and then Randall's back, and then Mitch is back, and we could stay healthy, and we're going into the NBA playoffs with rhythm and momentum, and we'll see who's waiting for us in round number 1. I can't believe that we don't have good bench players to get the job done like we supposed to win that game yesterday. I mean, we won the game against the Cavaliers, bro. We do have good bench players. We can't expect them to win every single game. I know that the Hawks are not a good team, and they're without Trae Young. That's definitely a game we want to win, but let's not pretend that the bench has not got us to this point. Okay, let's not pretend now that the bench has been a disappointment. The bench has been thriving this year. And when I say the bench, I mean the starters now. Right? Yes, last night was frustrating, but I'm not going to take last night's game and forget about all the previous games that we've seen. Josh Hart step up in the clutch, Deuce McBride step up, Precious Achiuwa, Isaiah Hartenstein, Bojan Bogdanovich. I mean, I'm not going to forget about all the impactful winning plays that they've made so far this season up until this point. I'm not allowing last night's game to make me forget about all those because without those players, we're not currently sitting 10 games above 500 as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. So let's not forget. Let's not forget. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show, guys. Really do appreciate it. Quick reminder, your boy is going to be live on Bleacher Report in 10 minutes. So, guys, do me a favor. Click the link that's pinned at the top of the chat. Download the Bleacher Report app. Support your boy. Over there on Bleacher Report, we're going to break down everything related to these New York Knicks and how they are going to be a scary team come playoff time. I cannot wait for that. And Reflex brings up exactly what I'm going to be talking about. With the Knicks healthy, no one will want to face us in the first round. Right now, we just need this fight to stay out of the play-in. Healthy, we are a force. Bingo, ding, ding, ding. Exactly, Reflex. That's going to be the main topic. That's going to be the main topic because I feel like we're losing our confidence as Knicks fans because we keep getting injured, and I get that. But we have to realize this Knicks team is built to sustain injuries. I know last night doesn't help any of the situations, but we were without 4 starters. Like, we're becoming spoiled where now we have these high expectations from this Knicks team that we can win against any team. I don't care who we're versing, that we can win without 4 starters. That is a lot. That's a tall task. It's a tall task to ask any NBA team to win consistently without 4 starters. That's ridiculous. Okay, the fact that we got to this point without them tells you how deep and how talented and how well coached this Knicks team is. I'm not allowing last night's game to, get off that train, okay? Thank you, John. I'll see you there, bro. Richie, the bench got more experience and will help the starting unit get stronger. Absolutely. I can't wait to see OG and Mitch together. Defensive nightmare for any team. That is definitely going to be an absolute joy to watch, Keith. When we first made that OG Anunoby trade, that was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, yo, OG and Mitch are going to be a defensive nightmare. I cannot wait to have them on the court together, and hopefully that will happen soon. All right, folks, we're going to wrap up the show here, but don't you worry. I'm going to be live on Bleacher Report in less than 10 minutes. So go click that link right now. Go to Bleacher Report. I'll see you guys there. Hit that like button on your way out. I'll see you guys on Bleacher Report. Thank you all so much for the support. I love you all. And let's go Knicks. Peace out.